We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. You've seen this quote everywhere, on Instagram, in self-help books, in graduation speeches. It's one of the most shared pieces of wisdom in the world, attributed to one of history's greatest minds. There's just one problem. Aristotle never said it, not once, not in any of his writings, not Aristotle actually mean. And why does it still matter, 2,500 years later? Aristotle was born in 384 BC in a small Greek town called Stagira. At 17, he travelled to Athens to study under Plato, the greatest philosopher of the age. He stayed for 20 years. When Plato died, Aristotle left Athens. He spent years travelling, studying biology, politics, poetry, and logic. He became the tutor of a 13-year-old boy named Alexander, who would later be known as Alexander the Great. Eventually, Aristotle returned to Athens and founded his own school, the Lyceum. He taught while walking, his students following him through the gardens, listening, arguing, thinking. They were called the Peripatetics, from the Greek word for walking. It was here in these conversations that Aristotle developed his ideas about human excellence, about what it means to live a good life. He called it eudaimonia, often translated as happiness, but closer in meaning to flourishing, to becoming the best version of what you are capable of being. And at the center of that idea was one simple insight. You are not what you think. You are not what you feel. You are what you do, repeatedly, every single day. Aristotle believed that virtue is not a gift. It's not something you're born with or without. It's a skill. And like every skill, it's built through repetition. You don't become courageous by deciding to be brave. You become courageous by doing brave things again and again until bravery becomes natural. You don't become honest by valuing honesty. You become honest by telling the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, even when no one is watching. This is what Durant captured in that famous paraphrase. Excellence is not a single moment, it's the accumulation of ordinary moments, repeated until they become who you are. So the next time you see this quote on someone's wall, remember that its real author got it slightly wrong and completely right at the same time. And ask yourself, what are you becoming? Not what do you want to be? Not what do you plan to do someday? What are you actually doing today? Repeatedly. Because according to Aristotle, that's already your answer.